Hello and welcome to day 9 of our heart opening and energizing flows. Today we will be energizing and we'll also be opening. We'll do some side stuff quite a bit that's going to allow the shoulders and chest to open. So let's begin at the top of the mat and we're going to go right into movement. So gentle bend in the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up. Find the palms touching. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, gentle bend of the knees as you sweep the arms up. Palms will touch. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, send them up tall. Exhale, flip the palms up. Take a breath in, find some length. Bring the core in. Exhale, gentle stretch over towards the right. Inhale, rise up through center. Exhale, gentle stretch towards the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, strong core, strong glutes. As you let the gaze gently track to the sky, continue to push, push, push through the palms. Inhale, zip up back through center. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, extend through the knuckles, lift the chest. Exhale, send the thumbs away from the lower body. Take another breath in. Exhale, start to hinge forward from the hips, long spine. Weight slightly forward into the balls of the feet. We're here for an inhale. We're here for an exhale. Inhale, reverse, come on up, keep the bind. As you exhale, release, hands to heart. Interlace the fingers. This time, send the hands behind the head. Big inhale, open the elbows out, peel them behind you. Exhale, stretch over towards the right. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, find that back bend. Really open through the front body. Keep the core pulled in and the glutes engaged. Inhale, zip up through center. Exhale, release the hands to find your fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, palms down, make your way back to a high plank position. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees down, bend the elbows, lower onto your belly. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Open the elbows up, glue the big toes down. Inhale, press the back of the head into your hands as you lift, lift, lift up. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, lift a little more, but press the head into your hands as you peel the elbows open. Exhale, lower and release. Take an inhale. Let your exhale power you up to reverse your plank push up and find your hips high, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. So we went kind of right into it today. So if you need a little bit of time here in down dog, just take it. You can stay in stillness or you can find that movement that I find a lot and I teach a lot in my classes. So it's completely up to you. Inhale, send the right leg high. Exhale, step or walk through. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers. Exhale, send them behind your head. Inhale, open through the front body. Stay. Push down through the right foot like you want to drag the heel back. Push down through the left knee like you want to send it forward. Keep the belly hugged in. As you breathe in, sink a little deeper forward. Gentle activity in the left glutes. You should feel some resistance. As you exhale, curl in, close the elbows, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, open, come forward. Exhale, close in. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, tip over towards the right. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, open even more through the front body as you find a gentle back bend. Stay strong at your center. Inhale, slowly zip up. Exhale, hands down. Back toes under, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step or walk through, back knee down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, open the elbows. We stay here. We find our push down with our extremities, like you want to peel the left heel, the right knee closer towards each other. Gentle activity and engagement in the right glute, just so when we come forward, there's some tension. Inhale, open the chest a little more, sink into the hips. Exhale, round and curl here, close the elbows, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, tip over towards the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, find your back bend, really open the chest and keep the core pulled in and up. Gentle inhale, find yourself through center. Exhale, release the hands. Back toes under, float the knees, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step or walk through. Inhale, rise up, find your lunge. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Take an inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, warrior two legs. Spin the back heel down so it's parallel the back edge of your mat. Keep the generous bend in the front leg. Push down through both heels like you want to pull them in towards each other. Your inner leg should light up. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep long in both side bodies as you come forward, forward, forward. Reach through the right elbow on the horizon. And then just the arms 6 and 12, lateral angle. Inhale, reverse the upper body. Yes, we keep this bind behind us. Beautiful. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Take an inhale, lift the chest, small back bend. Exhale, sink into the hips, bend into the knees. Find this goddess squat, this horse squat. Inhale, lift through the chest, open the elbows. Exhale, tick-tock over to the right. This time you can bend into both side bodies. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, lift up, 5-pointed star, but keep the hands bound. Exhale, turn it forward, release the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Inhale, left leg tall. Exhale, step or walk through. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, find the interlace. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Nice work. So set it up. Push down with the feet, pull in. Peel the arms open, elbows behind you. Inhale, shift forward, forward, forward. You see how my left and right side body stay long? Exhale, just the arms 6 and 12. Nice work. Inhale, reverse. Yes, keep the bind. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sink into the hips, bend into the knees. Inhale, open a little more. Exhale, left elbow down. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Inhale, lift up, 5-pointed star without the 2 points at the top. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open mouth. Bring your gaze to the top of your mat. Step, jump, or float. Find your fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, lower on down. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms touch, hands to heart space. Start to press down through the left foot. Take the right ankle to left, right heel rather, to left ankle. Stay in this version of tree, or you can start to gently take the foot somewhere on the inner left leg. Keep the strong press down through the entire left side, and then wrap the arms behind you. Interlace the hands. Big inhale, lift up. As you exhale, knuckles away from the lower back. Take another breath in. As you exhale, slowly release. Find mountain, hands to heart space. Push down through the right foot. Take the left heel on the right ankle. Stay or let the foot travel somewhere on the inner leg and then push down a lot through the right side. Release the hands, interlace behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knuckles away from the lower back. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the foot down, mountain pose. Good job. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, dive forward, find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Find yourself in downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Press down into the palms, squeeze the biceps in, lower the forearms down to the ground for dolphin dog. From here, we'll stay for a few rounds of breath as we open through the shoulders. Find that expansiveness across the front body to encourage our heart opening. So press down through the forearms. Don't lose the engagement as you do your best to send your ears right in between the biceps. Breathe into it. Love what your body can do. And love the journey. Know that wherever you are, it's a process. To be fully present in the pose, to be fully comfortable so you can breathe evenly, and steady so you don't fall. And that looks a little different in everyone's body. All right, here we go. Back off. Take the head out from in between the biceps. Press through the palms. Lift the elbows up. We meet in down dog. Good job. Take an inhale. Open mouth. Nice work. Bring the knees on down to the ground. Find yourself in a seated position. We take the fingertips behind us. Base of the palm down into the ground. If the knees lift up, do your best to lower them back down. You may need to tuck the pelvis under just a little bit. Squeeze the elbows in, shoulder blades in, press through the hands to lift the chest up even higher here. Stretch again through the fronts of the shoulders. You may even feel this in your chest a little bit. Big heart opener. Continue to press and lift. And then slowly back off. We come forward. And just like in the beginning of the series, we return to some of our familiar poses that we practiced before. The repetitiveness, the consistency, that's what can really root us in the discipline of our yoga practice. So start to lift onto the shins. Knees are underneath the hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked, your choice. And we move into camel pose in stages. Start with the hands in the back pockets. Engage through the glutes, gentle press the heels of the hands into the lower back. Hug the elbows in. Start to lift the chest up as you tilt yourself back. Hips stay forward in space. Maybe you release one hand down. Maybe you release two. Keep the belly hugged in the entire time. That gentle engagement in the glutes. The pelvis is not on the ground to give us support, so we have to give our body support in some way. I don't recommend putting the head back in space, as you know. That puts the cervical spine really quite past its range of motion, and you'll end up compensating somewhere else in the body for that. Usually it's in the lower back. Very slowly start to release. We come down towards the ground, toes, ankles, knees touch, hips to heels, forehead down, palms reach behind you, and they cup the heels for rock pose. So we don't go into rabbit, a really intense counter stretch, because the point is to open, kind of like what I talked about in the beginning of the series. So to do a really big counter stretch, it's almost as if we want to undo everything we did. So just be gentle here. We take some time to counter just a little bit, but not overly. Slowly begin to unwind from here. We slide it forward. Knees come back to come down onto the belly. From here, start to bend into the knees as you reach behind you with your hands. Option 1, you just lift up from here. Start to float the knees off of the ground with the legs at 90. So this is a big one here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and maybe you push the fingertips into the calves. Here we go. And release. Ooh, that's a big back body strengthener right there, which is just as important to strengthen the back body. It'll help open the heart in time. Option 1, you do that again. Option 2, you catch the ankles, the tops of the feet. You kick, lift up, find your floor bow pose. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Hands down. Meet me back in rock pose. That gentle counter right here, nothing too intense. And slowly, we come on up. We slide ourselves forward to meet in a seated position. From your seat, take a breath in. Take a breath out. We'll start to lie down on the mat. And from here, we work on our final big heart openers. The second to last class of the series, we kind of bring it all together, everything we did in each of the classes. So from here, keep the soles of the feet on the ground, underneath the knees, palms face down next to the hips. Energize through the hands, the triceps as you press the arms down. From here, push down into the feet, feel the hamstrings and glutes engage, and then start to lift up into bridge pose. Maybe from here, you walk the shoulder blades together underneath you, interlace the fingers. And if you'd like to continue to progress, we find wheel pose. Wheel pose is a big pose, so only go there if you're comfortable. Push through the feet to send the heart forward even more. And if you are working on wheel pose with the forearms down onto the ground, you go slow. You keep the ears in between the biceps. You keep that gentle engagement in the glutes, in the legs. And then from wherever you are, we come out the same way we came in. Knees to chest, that gentle counter here. We keep the back of the head down. Now, if you're watching me at home and you're like, what the heck just happened? Don't worry. Don't worry at all. These poses, they don't have to be your goal. And if they are your goal, enjoy the process and let it take time. The more patient you are, the more time you allow to know yourself and know where your body is in space, in practice, in journey. Some of these poses, especially if you aren't hypermobile, can take a long time to achieve. And some of these poses too, especially if you are hypermobile, maybe shouldn't be done all the time, but sometimes, so you don't go past your joints' range of motion. From here, we let the soles of the feet come to the ground, knock the knees in, and send the feet out. Arms open in a cactus here. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Separate the knees and let them fall over to the right, just in a gentle twist. And then we pick them up and let them fall to the left. Continue nice and slowly with this windshield wiping motion. Then gently find center, let the knees re-fall in. Close the eyes. Be so proud of yourself. 9 days of heart opening and energizing flows. These last 2 classes, we bring it together. The familiar shapes and movements. Culminating right here in your dedication to your practice these last couple of days. Let your breath slow to something that's rhythmic, something that does not require thought. Just be, just breathe in this moment. Let the open energy circulate throughout your body. Be gentle as you re-energize. Start with your fingers and toes. Roll into ankles and wrists. Gather the knees in towards your chest again. Interlace the hands around the shins, the very bottoms of the knees. Let the arms be heavy here. If you would like to close out your practice with the bigger counter pose, feel free to lift the back body, lift your forehead to your knees, and give yourself a tight squeeze. If you prefer to remain a little more with that open theme and that not huge counter, but just this little one here, you're welcome to stay with me. Just depends on what your body's craving. Listen to your body always. And whenever there's pain, whenever there's discomfort to the point where you don't feel steady, where you can't breathe, where it just feels off, back off. Come out of it. Don't go there. There is strength in knowing your limits. True attention to your inward self. With slowness, start to make your way into a seat, however you would like to get there. Meet with the eyes closed or soften towards the top of your mat as your palms touch and you bow your chin in towards your chest. As you breathe here in this seat, notice the openness across the entire front body, the expansiveness at your heart space, your generous energy filling the room. Thank you so much for being here in mind, body, and spirit.